Hello and welcome to another episode of Making a Difference. I'm your host, Cindy Ashton, here at the Daily Ad Brief, coming to you from New York City. And while we're spreading the news in New York, we've got an amazing guest. She's a personal friend and just so unbelievably brilliant. I can't wait for you to meet her. Her name is Rochelle Rice, and she is a body-based leadership expert. Hello, Rochelle, and welcome to the show.
Woo, Cindy, so great to be here with you.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited that you're here. So you're making a difference with body-based leadership, and I know what that is, and I know the power of what you do, but our audience is probably curious of what that is. So tell us all about it.
Yes, thanks. I'm helping emerging leaders connect with their bodies, especially 2+ years after this pandemic, to connect with their bodies for powerful decision making, for an increase in self-confidence, for a sense of trust within themselves, and most importantly, for peak performance.
I love that, Rochelle. And before we kind of go into the details of what that looks like, talk to us about your background and why you do what you do today.
Well, Cindy, I'm a former professional jazz dancer with over 30 years in the fitness industry. And, spending all that time when the focus was so much on the weight, how thin you are, how good you are, how many pirouettes you could do, but primarily, as we know, how thin are you? So what that led for me was this understanding of you have to live in the skin you're in. And you really have to be beyond body gestures, but beyond power poses. You have to really embrace the being that you are. And it's difficult, especially for women, the self-consciousness, the jealousy, the confusion, the terrible noises in our heads. So this is what came from me after such a interesting, shall we say, career as a professional dancer.
I love that you are not judging it and just saying it's interesting, because when we judge things, it just makes it 10 times worse. So I love that about you. One of the things that I'm curious about, because you're right, it is like especially with women, we're so trained to be judgmental and we're so trained that we have to look a certain way. So going back to the work that you're doing with business professionals, especially business women, learning to be connected with themselves. When a woman or any of your clients or anybody watching is not connected to their self, what happens?
What I often see is the posture can be all contorted in all different shapes and sizes. Now that's taking into account that somebody may have a disability or a mobility issue, but looking at, is the skeleton lined up well? What are the muscles doing? How are they looking? And then when she is more confident in her body and when she's standing there powerful, posture is strong, head is on top of her body, there's no upper body rounded curve, and she is standing confidently with a deep connection to her pelvis especially, and all the way down through the soles of her feet.
Yes, it makes all the difference. Posture makes a difference, both in what you said in terms of how somebody actually feels, and then that's going to project to other people, but also how people are going to perceive you, which is one of the things that I love. Now, you and I have the same childhood hero. Talk to me about why Madonna is one of your inspirations and how that has influenced your work.
Well, I believe why Madonna is she continues to reinvent herself. And we use this word in the professional speaking world. You have to reinvent, you have to reinvent. And the thing is, Madonna's been doing it for years and continues. Whether you like her or not, you have to admire the fact that she continues to reinvent herself. And if I can, Cindy, I'm going to throw in Adele as well, because see, Adele, it was never about the weight for Adele. So she's also an incredible role model for me. It's never about the weight for her. It was really about her connecting with herself, feeling good in her own body, being able to make powerful decisions for herself, and to feel confident and trusting within herself.
Rochelle, I know that we've got to wrap up, but I just quickly have to say that I love what you stand for, because not only are you helping people to feel confident within themselves and love themselves and really be able to help themselves do better in their business, get more opportunities, attract higher pay, and all those things. What you're really doing is changing people's core in every single part of their life and spreading that out. And I am so appreciative that you have come today and shared your message with us today on Making a Difference.
Thank you so much, Cindy. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching, thank you for tuning into yet another episode of Making a Difference. If you would like to connect with Rochelle, please go to dailyadbrief.com, and we will see you on another episode very shortly.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.